Come on, Papa. Go.
They should have melted that one. You hear me?
Huh?
The pizza? The cheese in it? They should have melted it for that. It looks like they shoved the damn cheese stick in it. You alright? You okay? Hey, one of them toys is your sister's.
Stop. Shut up. Leave me alone. What?
Well, I like them.
Here. Look, Ryan. These cats making food?
Which one of us is gonna back the team store? I would like a competition.
You got we see go?
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh, no.
Shut the door!
What time? Yeah, I you. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I
Shut the door! Oh, that's just a great time for it to die. Move. Go ahead and sit. Right. Those taste like the average fucking Little Caesar's pizza.
Stay with us.
Your latest forecast is always just minutes away with Weather on the Ones. All day, every day on Spectrum News. Exclusively on Spectrum.
With 5 national championships, I know a little something about putting together a winning team when it comes to helping them.
That was really nice. The animals are so beautiful. I'm just immediately struck by how beautiful it is. God, handsome.
It looks good in there.
It does.
Finally having this animal on exhibit's pretty exciting. He looks great in there. Apparently likes his rock. It's really nice to see him in there and using the spaces that we wanted him to use and seemingly being very happy and healthy.
This blue iguana is going to be used to tell the story of this species that survives today because of the intervention of zoos and aquariums.
All right.
Really nice big exhibit.
Yeah.
That's kind of a nice connection for me to know that I'm making things that little kids will come and have these formative experiences with, and hopefully those experiences are about respecting nature. These lizards are beautiful, and we should conserve them.
JP's now been on exhibit for about a month.
And he or she, because we haven't determined the gender, is doing well. Spends a lot of time swimming, which is natural because now she has her adult plumage, so she's able to repel water and not get cold. He looks like a big bird, but he's really only April, May, June, 3 months old. We raised him by hand, so he remembers us. Yeah, she's still a baby. Ooh, so cute. I want to hug you, okay? I want to hug you. I do like people, but if I had my choice, I would prefer to hang out with penguins all day. JP recognizes me by sight and then the sound of my voice, so he or she does tend to interact with me a bit more. No, you're a good hugger, aren't you? Ever since you were a baby. It's like adorable. It's like getting up in the morning and coming over here, and the first thing I'm greeted by this penguin that wants to be with me, wants to know what I'm doing, So it's cool. Okay, I think you need to go swimming. You need to swim some more. JP spends a lot of time in the water, which is natural because that's what the bird would do in the wild, and that's what the adult birds are going to start doing. JP is a star. When I encounter guests, they ask me, where is JP? Can we see JP? This is JP, the penguin that you've read about. This is our newest addition here at Bronx Zoo. Unfortunately, he can't write or spell, otherwise he would sign autographs, but we don't know if it's a male or female yet, but today is her 3-month-old birthday. So she's 3 months old today. Don't let all this go to your head, darling.
I'm part of something much larger than just the staff here.
There has to be a higher purpose, and purpose is conservation of species in the wild.
Oh, wow.
Season tonight at 9 on Animal Planet, and watch the first season on Animal Planet Go.
In the modern world, it pays to switch things up. You can switch and save time. You can switch and save worry. You can switch and save hassle. And when you switch to eSurance, you can save time, worry, hassle, and, money. In fact, drivers who switched from Geico to eSurance saved hundreds. So you might want to think about pulling the old switcheroo. That's auto and home insurance for the month. eSurance, an Allstate company. Quick call.
People are good inside, and we know something about that because we help people feel good inside. Culturelle supports digestive health and overall wellness with the most proven effective probiotic. Culturelle, be good inside.
To be outside gives us energy and fun and dirt, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it.
O Cedar Easy Ring. The microfibers catch all kinds of dirt. It splashes water and dirt directly in the bucket.
We did a pretty good job.
O Cedar Easy Ring. Everybody loves Easy Ring cleaning.
Never Ending Classics is back at Olive Garden, starting at $11.99. All the helpings you want of all the classics you love. Because the best things in life should be never ending. For a limited time, only at Olive Garden.
What about this guy?
This guy's been through a lot.
Dogs bring out the good in us. Pedigree brings out the good in them. Feed the good.
We took all your wonder-filled moments of Oreo and put them in a chocolate candy bar. That's the Oreo chocolate candy bar.
Every time a Friday feels like a family reunion. A Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite song is everyone's favorite song. Every time your work friends and your friends become friends. Every time it feels like you're the only two people in the room. And every time it's like you're the only people on Earth. A Corona gets its line.
Patrick woke up with back pain, but he has work to do, so he took a leave. If you're taking Tylenol, you'll be stopping for more pills right now. Only Aleve has the strength to stop tough pain for up to 12 hours with just one pill. Aleve, all day strong.
It was my very first car accident. I called USAA, and the first thing they asked was, "Are you okay?" They always thank you for your service, which is nice because as a spouse, you serve too.
We're the Hells, and we're USAA members for life.
Looking for some Friday night fun? Tired of staring at the same old fishbowl? Well, watch Tang Fridays. 22 episodes and new eggs.
Watch Tang Fridays. New season March 30th at 9 on Animal Planet. And watch live on the Animal Planet Go app.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just starting to look at the brain and the spinal cord. Just getting set up.
With this snow leopard, like any other animal that dies, the pathologist completed a gross necropsy. They also took samples from the brain and from the spinal cord to send that out to histological testing to see if we can find out what was causing the neurological problem and to see if there's anything that we need to be concerned about for other animals in the collection.
Okay, so here we are in the brain, and here's our blood vessel, right here, this space with these little red blood cells in it. And then instead of just being pink around it, we have this big blue rim. And all of these little blue dots, those are all inflammatory cells. One of the infectious diseases that was of concern was feline infectious peritonitis, FIP. The type of cells that we're seeing here aren't really consistent with that. The other thing I guess that is important to note is based on the distribution and based on the severity of the disease in this cat, this was not going to be a treatable problem. This animal had a terminal disease. So, hopefully we can figure out what it is.
So the necropsy results indicated that we can rule out that it was a bacterial infection or a fungal infection or FIP. And the good news there is it's unlikely to be a threat to the rest of the collection.
Hey, K2. Got a special treat for you today. Come on. Yeah, you don't like it? No, what's going on? Huh? Oh, my girl. There's definitely a sense of relief to know that that this was not contagious, because that was our worst fear. Obviously it's bad enough to lose one snow leopard. We have 10 other snow leopards here, and if it was to go through our entire collection, that could have been devastating. You're a good girl.
I think in the days of CSI and other kinds of investigative shows, everybody thinks that you're going to find the answer if you just look hard enough. And in real life, with both people and in animals, it's just not true. There's so much out there that we just don't know.
For many of us, as crazy as it might sound, these animals are an extension of our family.
Good girl.
We're headed to the aquatic birdhouse. This is the DNA results on JP, our first little penguin hatched here at the Bronx Zoo. So I'm going over to tell Nancy, the senior keeper, of the results. Now we will know the sex of this bird. I peeked. I did. I get the emails. It's kind of hard. Part of my job requires reading emails. Nancy!
Yes, what's going on?
We've gotten the results back on JP's DNA. So
Give me.
I know. I wanted you to be the second person to know.
Second person? Okay, all right.
I'm the first.
Okay, well, you
And then
needs to be the first. Aww. That should be great. Go team. Yay. Okay. Alright, let's do this. One of our snow leopards has an infected canine tooth. How about
It's all right, Leo. We are definitely monitoring it closely.
A tooth problem could be a really big issue for a big cat. These are birds called bee eaters, so obviously they eat bees.
We haven't fed our bee eaters bees in 10 years.
We started reviving the beehive that was on the roof.
Tim is the bee whisperer, and I'm here not really knowing what's going on.
Charlie is the newest member of our program animals. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I think he might be a little wary.
This is his very first time visiting school kids.
We just want him to be comfortable.
If you ask a child to draw a picture of a zoo, chances are they're going to draw an animal behind bars. We've got to take that image and change it.
Really enjoy this. It strengthens the bond that we have with these guys.
Come on. I know. You don't like doors.
Go on, ladies.
It's not enough to keep animals in exhibits just for people to look at. There has to be a higher purpose. And for us, it's conservation of species in the wild. We've never done anything like this. The general public would never get the access that you're going to get, which is to see what goes on behind the scenes every day.
That's how we do it here in the Boogie Down Bronx.
As the senior bird keeper here at the World of Birds kitchen for the first ones in, we set up all the diets for the rest of the bird department and any other installations that have birds within their facilities. This is the frugivore diet. Toucans, parrots, hornbills, make sure to have all the vitamins and nutrients they need. Through my daily routine, we make over a dozen different diets for hundreds and hundreds of birds throughout the collection across the entire zoo, covering probably 10, 15 different buildings. We'll do bug tosses. We go into an exhibit and we scatter insects, crickets, worms, anything that you might utilize to get the bird's attention. We put all the vitamins and nutrients that we want the animals to get inside the bug itself. And then when the animal eats that bug, they end up eating those extra vitamins and nutrients that we want them to get. We call this the grub truck. Called it the grub truck for as long as I can remember because we deliver the grub for the bird department. Jungle World. Large bag of leftovers waiting for you. I often take care of a couple of ponds throughout the park. I have a variety of waterfowl on them. Come on, Mama. Come on. Oh, perfect. This white nape crane chick is about a month old. Parents are teaching it how to eat on its own.
Get in your bag.
Some worms. Change out, duck feeder. A very friendly bird coming over. Hi, buddy. Hi. I know, I see you. I see you. Some animals, all they know to do is to bite the hand that feeds them. This is the World of Birds. This is our main bird facility.
When you walk into the World of Birds, the first thing you see is the bee eater zoo. There's no screen, there's no glass. It was designed to have darkness where the guests are, and the birds are in the light. Birds tend to stay in the light, and so when you walk into that exhibit, it's you and the birds. Bee eaters are pretty fascinating animals. They're designed for preying on items in the air. That's what they do. They are aerialists. So the past 10 years, we've been feeding the bee eaters crickets. We want to be able to feed these guys bees. That's an important part of their behavior and their diet. We had used bees before in the past. We had a hive on the roof of the World of Birds, but we ended up redoing our roof. We had to close down the beehive. We haven't fed our bee eaters bees in 10 years.
A little over 2 years ago, I became senior of the World of Birds Kitchen. So I thought, hey, let me do something to add a new enrichment item to their repertoire. We started reviving the beehive that was on the roof so we can have a good source of bees for the bee eaters, as well as some really, really good honey.
And this coming week, we're going to be feeding bees to the bee eaters for the first time. Some of the bee eaters were not here when we had the hive, and so they've not experienced the live feeding.
They have to know how to handle bees a little bit differently than crickets. Got a stinger on it. There's venom inside.
I'm anxious to see whether these birds actually have the ability to hunt. Is it a learned behavior or is it innate?
Anybody see anything? That's the famous Leo. Look how hard it is to see them here. Can you imagine? Right. Imagine if you were trying to look for one in the wild. It would be almost impossible. Come over towards me a little bit, and you can see them right on that rock ledge. You just sprawled out there. Snow leopards are endangered in the wild. There's as few as 4,000 or 5,000 of them left. We spend a lot of time working in different countries with local people that live there, trying to figure out a way where people and animals can live in harmony, sharing the same space, sharing the same resources.
Brian, look! Kitty cat!
There was a cub that was rescued in Pakistan. We don't really know what happened to Leo's mom, but we know a shepherd found the young cub. He took him in, and he did a really good job raising him until he got to a certain point when Leo got too big for this person to manage, and then he turned him over to the authorities. So because of all the good work that WCS has done with snow leopards in the field, the Pakistani government, U.S. government came to us and said, would you be willing to help out this animal? And of course we did.
Leo was hand-raised from the time he was very young, and they're really virtually surviving back in the wild.
Hey, look, it's
One of the very first things we did when we brought him to the Bronx was to pair him up with a female snow leopard that was his age. She was incredibly important, teaching him how to act more like a snow leopard, to the point where he eventually produced an offspring. Bringing Leo into the population, having him reproduce, just helps enhance the gene pool of our AZA population of snow leopards and perpetuate future generations.
There we go. Hi, Leo. I'm not going to take it. Here, Papa. Who is my bestest boy? You're the best one. Good boy. Want to get a weight? Leo is definitely an interesting animal. He's definitely a lot different than some of the other snow leopards that we have. They're going to break that on me! Hey! Leo likes to be very vocal and announce that he's there. Oh my goodness. It sounds like he's really aggressive, but it's just the way he is. So it's very specific to just him. There's no other snow leopard like that. Come here, good boy. Good boy. We're at 66 pounds. Good boy, Leo. All right.
You're bad with us. This is going to bother you.
Been very strange with how he eats his bones, with his chicken. He'll definitely favor one side of his mouth. After noticing that he had a broken canine, we are definitely monitoring it closely, especially since there's a little bit of root that was exposed. So we want to make sure that nothing gets infected, it doesn't break further, and that we're going to call in a specialist to take a look at it. For snow leopards in the wild, if they were to come across something like this, they'd probably slow down eating. They wouldn't be able to kill their prey as easily as they would before. And this could basically mean certain death for a snow leopard in the wild.
We want to harvest some honey that could be utilized by just about anything that likes to eat honey. Oh yeah, that's good. I know somebody who will really appreciate the honey.
I love the fennec foxes. And we have the same birthday. We're born March 5th. I'm a little bit older than him.
How big they get right there.
Neutro. Non-GMO ingredients, no artificial flavors. All the energy dogs need and nothing they don't. Neutro. Feed clean.
Kids, they're all good inside.
I'll be back.
And we know something about that because we help kids feel good inside. Culturelle supports kids' digestive and immune health with the most proven effective probiotic. Culturelle Kids, be good inside.
A cheeseburger that's under 350 calories? Feels like we're getting away with something. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Crossing the border and changing our names? No, ordering shakes. And changing our names.
Get our new flavor pack Sonic Signature Slingers starting at just $1.99. Available for a limited time.
We took all your wonderful moments of Oreo and put them in a chocolate candy bar. That's the Oreo chocolate candy bar.
With Esurance photo claims, you could have money for repairs within a day.
Wow, that was really fast.
So it doesn't have to hurt for long. That's insurance for the modern world. Esurance, an Allstate company. Click or call.
If you add layers to your face, you have a beard. If you add layers to a beard, you're a werewolf.
Yes, please.
If your face needs layers, so does your chocolate bar. Get layers of crunchy and creamy. Hershey's Cookie Layer Crunch. Get layered.
Patrick woke up with back pain, but he has work to do, so he took a leave. If you're taking Tylenol, you'd be stopping for more pills right now. Only Aleve has the strength to stop tough pain for up to 12 hours with just one pill. Aleve, all day strong.
Every time a Friday feels like a family reunion. A Corona gets its line. Every time your favorite song is everyone's favorite song. Every time your work friends and your friends become friends. Every time it feels like you're the only two people in the room. And every time it's like you're the only people on earth. A Corona gets its line.
Never-ending Classics is back at Olive Garden, starting at $11.99. All the helpings you want of all the classics you love. Because the best things in life should be never-ending. For a limited time, only at Olive Garden.
Tom, Billy's got the full court press this month when it comes to huge savings and selection of new Hyundais at Fusillo Hyundai of Syracuse.
And our selection has never been huger.
We've got rows and rows of new Accents, Elantras, Sonatas, Tucsons, Santa Fe's, over 400 new Hyundais available to choose from.
Plus, the all-new Kona has just arrived.
You can see our huge selection online.
And get the huge court advantage this month right here on the Boulevard, where everything is
huge.
With the press of a button, you can order 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each with the new Pie Tops. And when your pizza arrives, you can even pause the game with the new Pie Tops.
Who's on timeout?
Get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas just $5.99 each because no one out-pizzas the hut.
When skin gets dry, it shows. Gold Bond Radiance Renewal is made for visibly dry skin. Gently exfoliates, then coconut oil, shea, and cocoa butters moisturize to help prevent dry skin all day. Gold Bond Radiance Renewal. Ultimate lotion. Ultimate skin.
Star. You can't tell him.
When your life is animals.
There's a bat behind you.
It's bound and wild.
I can speak, little penguin.
I'm part of something much larger than just the staff here.
There has to be a higher purpose, and for us, it's conservation of species in the wild.
That's how we do it here in the Boogie Down Bronx.
The Zoo, all new season, tonight at 9 on Animal Planet. And watch the first season on Animal Planet Go.
My office companion today is Endor, like the Ewok moon. And we have the same birthday. We're born March 5th. I'm a little bit older than him. Hey, buddy. Wait, come on. I love the Fennec Foxes. Endor! You want your grab? Get your grab. No, I'm not going to rub your belly. When I started 22 years ago, we had 1 fox. And now we have 21 Bronx Zoo grounds. They come from Africa, and they're the smallest species of fox. They have ridiculously large ears, which helps them thermoregulate and also hear. They go for prey, insects a lot that are under the sand.